Hey guys, welcome back. Today what I wanted to do is look at a small thing that I've seen people call the inertia reload. I've seen people call the cool guy reload, and I've seen people call the what the hell just happened. I know I've specifically said the what the hell just happened one more often than I've called it the cool guy reload, but effectively what the inertia reload is gun's locked back on empty, just finished the magazine, eject the previous magazine out, and as you're coming up, you hit the bottom of it. Sometimes you can make it happen. There we go. See? And the slide goes forward automatically. Makes things faster, obviously, because then, especially as a lefty, you don't have to then come around and slide down like that. But if you're not expecting it, it can kind of throw you off your loop, right? So it is consistent enough to where I feel like it would be worth talking about. There's a bunch of X factors involved with the inertia reload, whether intentional or accidental. I wanted to cover our bases, right? So we're going to try it with heavier frame stuff, and we're going to try it with polymer frame stuff. Also going to try it with the TX22. And then later on in the video, we're going to see experimentally if we can make it happen with a 223 AR and a 9mm PCC using Glock magazines, right? See if there's any value to be gained there. So, hope you enjoy. Okay, let's try this on the Shadow 2. So, I'm going to try it just administratively, see what happens. There's a 2-round magazine into the Shadow 2. It worked that time. And then we will hammer the sucker down and get started. 2, reload 2, reload 2. Going for inertia reloads. Oh, didn't work that time. Worked that time. Didn't charge though. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see if we can recreate that. Nope. Worked that time. And it chambered that time. Okay, interesting. So, the full magazine seems to do it. Very light magazines seem to not do it. Okay, the Shadow is interesting. As you guys saw, it was incredibly difficult with the 2-round magazines to get it to happen. I think it might have happened once. With the full magazine, I did make it happen, but one of those times when it shocked the gun, slide went forward, but it did not chamber around. That was very interesting. Really not sure if I like the idea of doing that anymore. I have kind of been depending on it with the Shadow 2 whenever I do, small stakes competitions around here with my homies. It hasn't messed me up there, but the fact that I was able to do it here with the slide going forward on an inertia reload and not chambering around makes me think that it'll probably happen during a stage at the worst possible point in time. So that's something I'm going to be on the lookout for, and I'll let you guys know if I'm able to recreate it. But next, we will move on to the Glock 47. Oh, didn't like that. Okay. So, I was able to get it to happen reluctantly after a few whacks with the 2-round magazines. The 24-round magazine loaded to 20 rounds, I could not make it happen with. Interesting. Let's run it one more time and see what happens. Okay, one more run with the Glock. Admin 2-round inertia. Not happening reliably this time. You really got to oomph it, huh? All right. Let's see what happens. Nope. Okay. Similar results. You really got to pop it right in order to make that happen. Starting to not be a fan of the inertia reload. Okay, so with the Glock 47, we're going to test something real quick. So this one was having a hard time inertia loading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a 17 rounder loaded up, the 20 rounder loaded down to 2. We're going to see if we can inertial load this one. Then we're going to go to 2 and then 17. We're going to see if it's something quirky about the 24 for some reason, or if it's somehow too much mass. I don't know. All right, first, see if we can admin inertial load it. Nope. 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 We got nothing. Nope. 24 rounder don't like to do it. So let's just get started. Interesting. Okay. I was able to make it work with the full 17. Okay. Now we're going to be looking at the SIG 226 on the inertial load, starting with 2 in. Let me see if I can do it administratively real quick here. All right. So 15 with 2 in. Nope. 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 Ignore that sloppy load. I haven't touched this gun in quite a while. Just now started picking it back up. All right. Admin inertial load ain't happening. So let's see if I can do it on the clock then. There we go. That worked. What the fuck? Interesting. Did it chamber one? No, it didn't. Okay. Didn't you have the drill? Okay. All right, so the SIG also had an issue where it wouldn't chamber from the full magazine, but the slide did go forward. That can really mess you up. That's the second time we've seen it too. Okay, one more try with the SIG. See if we can get that slide closed but no chamber situation happen with the full mag the second time. All right, let's try it admin style. Nope. Okay. It's very unreliable. It has quite a sweet spot that I haven't really figured out. And here we go. Ooh, that was just a bad load on my part. Let's do that one again. Oh man, I hate this gun. Or the gun hates me. There we go. And dead. Yep. Okay. So, fascinating. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, man, hand's starting to get a beating here. So, that is very interesting. Let's see if we can recreate that manually. Bad time, whatever. Stop that. Okay. So, boom, boom, empty, coming up. Man. Yeah. I think the inertia reload might be dead for me, boys. Shit. All right, of course. Okay. We've looked at the full-size Glock. This is obviously a small frame Glock. This is the 43. We have a dot on here. I don't know if that's going to change anything with the slide weight or anything. Very small frame, though, obviously. And a 2-round shield arms mags, which, side note on the shield arms mags, very divisive reviews on them. I've got probably 4 of them rolling around. I haven't had an issue with them yet. However, I test them pretty regularly after seeing some of the stuff that I've seen online. All the ones I've gotten have been good, but, you know, how many times have we heard it works on my system before? Anyway, so let's try and do an admin inertia load. No go. Okay. Nope. That worked that time. Okay, so that full magazine was obviously the shield arms with the +5 on the sucker, so there's a lot of heft going in that tiny gun jostling that little slide release. We got a round in the chamber. Okay, let's see if we can try that live one more time. Slide lock. Okay, boom, boom, empty. Oh yeah, baby. Did that work? That worked. That chamber? That chambered too. Okay. Well, shit. Let's do one more time for the charm. Boom, boom, empty. And took two whacks. Took two whacks. Did a chamber. It did not. All right. It did not chamber that time. Look at that. Okay, so it chambered that time though. Worked fine too. Get that round out. Okay, so yeah, the inertia reload can really fuck you up. That one went. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop using this little fucking thing. So, yeah, I don't know if big mass magazines help or hurt. Definitely for the little gun, it helped, but big mass on the full size Glock with the 24 rounds loaded to 20 hurt it, and I was able to do it with the 17 round loaded to 17. So I don't know. Okay, I do not have faith in this one, but it'll be a good experiment. This is with the Taurus TX22. This is the competition model with the dot thing removed, because when I did that, I really thought I liked iron sights. Ha ha ha. Nope. Come on now. Nope. Oh. Okay, and now we're going to take inertia reloading to its logical conclusion. First with the PCC. So I have no idea how this is going to go. I've never had this experience before with a rifle. We'll try it with the PCC with the teeny tiny 10 round mag. Nope. Nope. Interesting. What if I? Nope. All right. I got a feeling that's not going to be doing anything this whole time, but we'll find out for completion's sake. Okay. Here we go. Same drill as all the others. Nope. Nope. Oh, it would help if I did that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing at all on rifles. Okay. Okay. Last but not least, let's see how it does in the 223 AR. Nope. Come on. One more swing at that. Come on, this big boy going in. Nothing. All right, whatever. Okay. Yeah, no go on ARs. So that is a wrap. I think that's every gun. Questionable on handguns. Definitely a no-go on rifles. Let's go back to the desk and we'll see what other thoughts we can put into it. Back at the desk. So I didn't bother breaking out the rifles. We saw that they don't work. I did want to talk about the handguns, though. We did get a few varying results and enough X factors to where I think I'm going to stop trying to be cheeky with the inertia reload. So it was definitely the CZ, the 226, and I believe it also happened with the 43X. We got the situation where we were, and ignore that this is the wrong magazine. So you're up, boom, boom, boom. You whack it either once or twice. Sometimes it was 50-50. Goes forward, and click. You have no round. When I'm coming in, I'm hitting the geometry of the mag well funnel, right? So if that first jostle is what's causing it to go forward, and then also like while the magazine's finishing the traversal up into the locked position, the slide is also going forward, right? So that would mean that by the time the magazine gets there, the slide is somewhat forward enough to where it's not going to pick up that round, and then you chamber nothing, but you've got the mag seated, and it goes so fast that feels like it did it right. Looking back at the footage, I've got a feeling that's not the case after all, because there were a few times where there was at least once, I think, where I got no chamber slide forward on a second whack, right? So unreliable. That takes me to my other point of I couldn't find any good rhyme or reason with when it required one whack or two. You can see here I got a little bit of a Nintendo 64 Mario Party battle scar going on. There's really a sweet spot with this. You've got to nail it quite right. I think some of it is going to be an X factor of how heavy the magazine is, although we didn't see consistency because remember here we saw the heavier magazine not work and here we saw the lighter magazine not work. It was weird. So long story short, and this thing is just getting way too much conversation time for with the gimmick that it is. I think you probably want to stay away. If you guys have had good experience with it, then let me know. What I've been doing with it in competitions is finishing a stage area, boom, 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 and then I've got some time to sprint. I'll go ahead and try and make it happen just for efficiency. However, trying to do it in a cheeky way like that, because I'm sprinting, is basically free time to go ahead and get the reload going. Your attention is not where you're going to land or how fast you're coming up on something, or if you're scanning for a target that you missed. Your attention is on the gun, seeing if your cheekiness paid off, right? So gun's locked back, you're running, you know where you got to step, and so you're kind of like on autopilot doing that, and you're looking at the gun, you're like, hey gun, you gonna let me pull it off this time? Boom, 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 boom. All right, wow, cool, it worked, that's awesome. And so then you're like, you're addressing the situation with your attention fully, you're back up and you're like, hey, did I run too far? Did I stop too soon? Whereas if you are just attention forward, you got the gun, your magazine in, and you're deliberately 100% of the time doing that every single time, and then you are able to focus on it. This is on more autopilot than the context of the stage, right? That's my line of reasoning. That isn't necessarily going to be everyone's line of reasoning. This taught me is that I need to stop being cheeky with the inertia reload. It's a fun party trick. You definitely look cool to people who aren't familiar with it, but the fact that we had slide override the round instead of picking it up on quite a few of these, and the fact that there's so many X factors between if a certain gun likes heavy magazine or a light magazine when doing it, I'd recommend just staying away from it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you are able to make it work for you. Let me know what system is working on. My limitations here is obviously I did not test it on a single stack gun, so 45 bros. If that's another one that they were using to win 2 world wars, let me know in the comments. On another note, this is a pilot episode of something that I'm going to try and get going. Let me know what your feedback is on this video, if you have any to give. If you don't feel like typing anything, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I want to wish you guys a Happy New Year. This is my New Year's resolution. I'm going to see how long I can make this happen. And if you want to join me on that journey, please subscribe. And I hope that you have a Happy New Year's, and I hope your New Year's resolution is everything that you need it to be. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.